City. Tommy, good to have you back with us here on the Howie Carr Show.
Great to be back, Howie. How are things?
Very good. I know you're from Dallas, and so you guys had a pretty full stadium there yesterday in Arlington with the home opener for the Texas Rangers. And I just want to get your reaction to, we played a little bit of it in the intro, to Sheila Jackson Lee, cut 12.
But as a Texan, let me say that I'm a great sports fan of all of our teams across the state. Baylor and University of Houston. Baylor won last night. But I think it was a disaster, and I'm enormously disappointed. And it was a confrontation, a wrong confrontation in the face of reality.
What is she talking about?
It's hard to figure out sometimes what she's talking about. But, I have a lot of friends who went to a ball game, and they had a great time being around other people, and they're doing it safely. And the data that the state of Texas is using supports this decision.
Yeah. And as long as we're here, let's play. This is Fauci talking about the reopening. Cut 14.
Yeah, it can be confusing because you may see a lag and a delay because often you have to wait a few weeks before you see the effect of what you're doing right now. There are a lot of things that go into that.
So pay no attention to those good COVID numbers in Texas. We'll get some of that bad news that you're all waiting for, all of my fans, Dr. Fauci says. It's kind of like they're still waiting for the super spreader event from the Super Bowl in Texas, right? In Tampa, excuse me, right?
Yeah, well, he's trying to do his best to serve, the greater good of the American people, but the data is not supporting where he comes out on these policies.
All right. You wanted to talk about HR1. I guess they call it S1 now. We had Ken Cuccinelli on earlier in the day. This is really a terrible, terrible bill, almost 800 pages. Tell us what your complaints are about this bill, what the top dangers are.
Well, I was up in New Hampshire today to go canvass with people and protest Senator Hassan's potential support of S1. But this is a program that would federalize the elections, which by design were supposed to be handled and regulated by the states, because a one-size-fits-all approach has not served this republic for the past 240 years. It's been the states and the local communities, and we need to make sure that the grassroots people on the ground out there do what they can do to let their voices be heard. To senators who have been elected by the people of their home states, they need to be serving the people, not Washington, D.C. And what this election law would do is change fundamentally how we vote.
Are you there, Tommy? I think we lost Tommy there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Tommy, the thing about Maggie Hassan is, and I've seen this, you guys are counting on her, and we're all counting on her not to finally do the right thing. And she's running behind, according to what I'm told, Chris Sununu, the governor of New Hampshire, in these polls. And this would be a bludgeon to be used against her in the campaign next year if he runs against her. And on the other hand, Tommy, this is for all the marbles. If they get this thing, how are they ever going to lose again? The Democrats. Doesn't this just even if she loses the Senate race, she becomes the great martyr she destroyed the republic, right?
Well, in fact, I used that same exact phrase earlier today. We would lose our republic if this got rammed through the House and the Senate. And it's time for people to rise up and make sure that they talk to their political leaders and make sure that they are representing the best interests of their specific states.
It's already gone through the House. It's up to the Senate now. If they vote to do away with the filibuster, this thing goes through. That's what it comes down to. It's one and done for the republic, isn't it? I mean, I hate to be so apocalyptic, but that's what it boils down to, isn't it?
Well, which is why you're seeing, we're with dozens and dozens of people today who are taken out to the streets to go let their voices be heard. People understand how critical of a juncture we are. The Democrats are acting like they have a mandate. We're 50-50 in the Senate. We're close to 50-50 in the House. And Joe Biden won the presidency by less than 50,000 votes in a few different counties. That is not a mandate. This is a massive overreach by the Democrats. They will be held accountable. The question is, how much permanent damage will they do to our country for our next generation by trying to ram this legislation through?
Yeah, they don't. One of the things in this bill is doing away with voter IDs, and I thought Leo Terrell expressed it well last night on Fox, the lawyer. And this is what he said. They're saying, well, minorities can't get a photo ID. They can't get a driver's license. This is what Leo Terrell said. Cut 28.
I want Joe Biden and Stacey Abrams to know one thing. I'm a black guy. I got a voter ID. I got a driver's license. It's not hard for minorities to get a photo ID because you want election integrity, Joe Biden. So what they're doing, Sean, is they're playing the race card and using the race card and weaponizing Jim Crow. It scares people.
Yeah, and the polls I've seen show that every demographic group, party, political affiliation, race, gender, whatever, everybody is in favor of voter ID. And yet this bill does away with it.
72% of the American people support voter ID. Just think about that. What they're doing is playing politics and putting politics on for the people that they're supposed to represent.
And this bill, I guess they call it S1 now. This basically makes it extremely difficult to purge the voter rolls of say, for instance, dead people. So, I mean, should Social Security not be allowed to take dead people off the rolls, Tommy? I mean, where does this end?
By their logic, yes. It would fundamentally change our republic, and we have to encourage people to rise up and have a conversation with their elected officials. This is not necessarily a Republican or Democrat thing. This is about saving our republic.
But there's only two or three Democrats that maybe five that could possibly be switched, right? I mean, 45 of them are going to vote whatever Schumer tells them to do.
That's why we got to have these conversations over and over again. And in a state like West Virginia, where it went for Trump 70-30 or something close to that, Joe Manchin should be mindful of what the people of West Virginia, who he's supposed to be representing, would think of this.
His wife just got some big job with some Appalachian Regional Commission. Sounds to me like they're trying to, offer him some honest graft, as they used to say at Tammany Hall.
Yeah, well, I saw that, but we just got to continue to focus. In the end, we are going to take back the House in 2022. Very optimistic about that. We can pick up the Senate again. This country has not given the Democrat Party, the radical left, a mandate, and we've just got to make sure that we continue to focus on getting the grassroots out there to have conversations with their elected members.
It's kind of pointless for the Massachusetts listeners of the show to call Markey or the fake Indian, but should they call Hassan's office and Shaheen's office in New Hampshire?
I'm sure a lot of people live in both New Hampshire and in Massachusetts, but absolutely, this is about America.
Yeah, are you confident you're gonna turn back this attempt to end voting integrity in the United States?
It's the single most important thing that we Republicans can be focused on right now: election integrity, making sure that this legislation never sees the light of day, and otherwise it's just going to be tough in the future. We may not have a future.
Oh, don't depress us, Tommy. Come on.
hey, I'm an optimist. We can do this.
All right. Tommy Hicks, he's the co-chairman of the Republican National Committee. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for being in New England today, Tommy. We appreciate it. All right. I did it again this past Sunday. 3 bike rides in one day. All my energy is thanks to Balance 7. Balance 7 is a clear mineral liquid you take 3 times a day to break down the acid in your body. You feel better, and I personally sleep better. It also reduces acid reflux and heartburn. Often I'm asked to try products and can be very skeptical of claims, but with Balance 7, it was all 100% true. With Balance 7, I don't feel my energy starting to flag as the day wears on. By allowing me to sleep better at night, I have more mental clarity during the day. Balance 7 is a highly alkalizing concentrate. That means it reduces the acids that have built up in your body over time. All you do is drink a small shot of the liquid 3 times a day, and you will feel the difference. Balance 7 is made of safe, all-natural ingredients. If you suffer from heartburn, acid reflux, or sleep issues, give Balance 7 a try. Balance 7 is made in America and has sold more than 6 million units worldwide. Order your 1-month supply at balance7.com. Use code word HowieFree to save $10 and get free shipping. Be one of the first 50 to purchase Balance 7 and receive Smooth Skin, an exfoliant and deep cleansing skin conditioner valued at $13.99. You get that for free. Order now and receive $10 off a 30-day supply, free shipping, and a chance to receive free Smooth Skin conditioner at no charge. All by using my code word HowieFree. That's HowieFree. I'm Howie Carr.
You're listening to the Howie Carr Radio Network.